Well, it's like Legos on steroids. It's a very simple process, yet it can lead to infinite complexities. It depends on what I'm doing. With the geometrics, it's just following the math and creating the pieces to build the structures. Containers, it's expansion rates and ratios, and maybe doubling and tripling measurements, stretch stuff out. I don't know. I guess it's kind of seeing what math looks like physically. My name is Michael DeVinny, chainmail artist. Picked up the craft, I think it was summer of '92, so a little over 30 years. Started business probably 2000, so about 24 years professionally. A friend of mine took me to a Renaissance festival when I was still back in Ohio. Saw the shirt sitting over a chair in the back of a booth, caught my eye, stared at it for a few minutes, saw the pattern, structure of the rings made, and was like, I could do that. Pipe fitter at the time, got some filler rod, made the rings, and just figured it out. This is very first part right now is just closing rings up for the most part on a lot of stuff, and then I'll use these to make little subunits. Kind of the modular approach. Some things go linear where it's like knitting, you just keep adding one ring to the final piece and just keep going and going and going. Starting with a disc, you just have to keep going around and around and around, just adding one ring to the final piece over and over and over. That's be more of a linear process. The craft itself has been around for 100, maybe 1,000 years, depending on how far back you want to go. It's such a simple process, essentially, but a lot of different variables and tweaks can take it in new directions. And again, I got tired of doing the same stuff everyone else is doing, all the shirt and the jewelry and the clothing, and just try to find more structure, more dimensionality, some more human independent ways of making chainmail. A shirt's a pile of rings until someone puts it on, but a basket, container, it can be on its own. There are limitations, but there's also a lot of possibilities. I mean, I do it for the art, if people can find a practical use for it, great. I create the form, you find the purpose. I mean, some things take, a few minutes, more complex pieces will probably take days, weeks sometimes. When I've got one piece that I probably started as a necklace 25 plus years ago, and now it's almost got the vest part of the shirt done, and you work on the skirting and the sleeves, so things will take as long as they need to take. You can't always work on one project continuously till the end. Sometimes you got to put it down, make other things to pay the bills, and then you jump back to it when you can. I mean, including little pendants and key rings, hundreds of thousands. I couldn't even begin to guess. Everyone's got their thing. And again, this is mine, Legos on steroids. Thank you for messing everything up, Gato, appreciate that. Here at the shop, I got about 5 cats that I take care of. 4 of them actually grew up in the apartment on the end of the little house there. The biggest one, Gato, I probably pulled out of the bushes at the other end 10, 11 years ago or something like that. So I mean, this is their home, so I take care of them and keep them fed and whatnot, and I'll give them a safe place. They'll get in the way and force me to improvise, adapt, endure, and overcome uncontrollable natural forces. So I got to shift over, work in a tighter spot, or move over here. But that keeps things a little lively, and give a little attention now and then. So it's all good.